Hi guys, Piotr here, this is LiteFInance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Today we are going to discuss crypto market. We are going to update Bitcoin Ethereum chart. Before we are going to do that, let's watch 2 more seconds on this beauty Atlantic Ocean. All right, so let's start today. Let's start with Ethereum. It was a very strong month for Ethereum bulls, mostly because of the date announcement when it comes to the merge, when it comes to the switching from the proof of work to proof of stake. Officially is going to be in September this year, but well, the delay could happen. But buy the rumor, sell the fact. So the buyers strongly stepped in and well pushed prices. That's the monthly chart, pushed prices higher. But there is a big but. It was a strong month. It was a very strong close, but in my opinion, it was not strong enough. That's the monthly chart. Let's switch to the red color. Why? Because of that bit upper shadow and under the May low, right? So that's big in my opinion from the bears perspective. So if the bears are gonna be aggressive enough, if they have enough money, there is a possibility that we might retest 1000 level. It's probably not going to happen this month, but as long on a monthly chart, as long as we are below the current important level, we might see lower levels to be tested. So let's place a few more horizontal lines. Well, that could be the possible first level to be tested around 1480. Make the note, but I do prefer bodies of that candles, so that's where I would rather see the retest. That's, as I mentioned, somewhere around 1100. That's from the seller's perspective, and the final target could be as low as 715. And taking into the consideration what we've seen in June, right? Still, that could be the case for the sellers. When it comes to the buyers, what has to happen? Well, in case of the breaking higher, right? We need to see the monthly close at least above the June high. In that case, we are talking about the 1950. Would be great to close above 2000. Then the levels based on these shadows, the first one is around 2174. The next one is a bit higher, 2311. And finally, in that case, I would take this supply from here. All right, in that case we are talking about the 2800 and the swing high on this monthly chart over here. So in that case that would be like this. So 3500. That's how I see the things. Overall those 3 bearish candles, they don't look good. All right, so I would prefer to see some kind of the consolidation, maybe wider, maybe narrower, but anyway, from the bull's perspective, don't try to be in rush, don't try to build the quick V formation, because it might end up ugly. Let's have a look what we have from the weekly chart perspective. In that case, we are trying to break and been broken actually, the supply line based on this strong move to the downside. All right, well, as you can see to the left side of this chart over here, there is a consolidation. From that consolidation we went higher. All right, that consolidation also worked perfectly fine twice before the full breakdown. All right, so I would say that that's the nearest target, around 2000 for the buyers. Not necessarily we have to close the month above 2000, more stop count, but as long as we are below these levels, it could be some supply and pushing lower. If we are going to get the close above 2300, the things might change, right? The things might change, because it could work then that way. Okay, so overall 1700 and then 2300, that's the very, very important levels from both buyers and sellers perspective. Short term, let's have a look what we have on a daily chart. Here we are testing the nearest supply. Okay, it could be that we are going to just go straight, because what we are forming here, some kind of the flag, we might go straight pullback continuation. That would be good sign from the buyer's perspective, as long as we are holding above 1400 for now, right? So that's quite good. But if on that particular supply, if we are going to see attempt to go higher with upper shadow, that could end up badly for the buyers. So be aware, watch carefully what kind of the price action we have around the current levels before you are going to jump into that bandwagon. Because of what we lately seen when it comes to the Ethereum move, Ethereum versus Bitcoin started to look better. Just briefly, we were trying to break through. We're trying to break through these levels. That's the weekly chart. So that was the breakout level and this earlier support, right? So market was trying to break lower through the 0.055, 0.052, but we are holding these levels, so it's gonna be very interesting. And well, that's what I suggest to watch. If you are looking for the possibility if the market is going to go higher or lower, and then choose the Bitcoin or Ethereum, watch this chart as well, because if we are going to close above 0.077 on a weekly chart, we might see much higher levels. All right, so as of now, consolidation, hard to choose, but if we are going to close above 0.077 or below 0.052, then you are going to get the possible further direction. Okay, so Bitcoin versus US dollar. Let's have a look what we have from the monthly chart perspective. As I mentioned, Bitcoin wasn't that great, didn't perform that well as Ethereum. It's worth to mention this particular month, August, there are rumors that Mt. Gox is going to start to repay Bitcoin, so it might hit the market. I would be very, very careful. Very strong supply on the monthly chart, around 27,000, no doubt about it, and the swing low broken over here, higher towards 30,000, all right, and the top of that breakdown candle over here, all right, 32,000. So that's the monster supply when it comes to the Bitcoin. When it comes to the demand compared to Ethereum, on the move to the downside, I have to clearly say the bulls were much more active. they were able to hold that low. So that's good from that perspective. But of course, taking into the consideration the price action from June, we didn't even hit the 50%. All right, so plenty of work. I would prefer to see some kind of the volatility in between 26 and 18, all right, and then slowly move higher. Monthly close above 32, going higher towards 40, all right. If we are going to get the close below 17,000, that might be ugly, and that might open 12K, all right. That might open 12K. That's from the monthly chart perspective. Let's have a look what we have lower on the weekly chart. And here, the same what on the monthly chart. We have to take out and make the close above this level, all right? This is a 26,900, 27,000 ish. That's very, very important. Why? Because if you are going to look carefully, right, always something being here, right? So first small step is going to get the close above this level and then above 32. That would be the perfect bullish scenario. But as of now, taking into the consideration the price action we've seen lately, right, it looks like it might be that first we are going to see the retest, and that's gonna be the real test for the buyers. That's gonna be the huge challenge. So watch out for these levels below 18,000 down towards 17,000. From the daily chart perspective, there you go, nothing extraordinary. Compare the move we've seen here, all right, with those attempt to go higher, with this attempt to go higher. Well, for me, it might be another retest lower, some more stop count before we are going to go higher, something like this, some consolidation, lower, retest of the half of that, and trying to go higher. But as usual, guys, do your own homework, do your own research before risking real money. It was my pleasure to provide this Bitcoin and Ethereum update for you. Stay safe, see you around, take care, and goodbye.